Welcome, dear youngsters. One more day. Let us spend some time together in refreshing our intellects with the authority of Geetha and Ramayana for better understanding about the life. Life is big, lives are so many. In every life, so many occasions, opportunities around us for us to encash and make the best out of them. Although the ultimate goal is divine, yet even in other activities also, we should have the right and authority of succeeding only, not failing. Because only in success there is joy, there is happiness, there is fulfillment. Welcome you all, wonderful students, wonderful listeners, a great people of wanting to know, Jignasu, I can say, and all that adds up to your own beautiful personality and an achiever. Yes, remember those four astronauts we are now selected for a Gaganyaan. Look at their background, their how life they lived. Now they are being selected for it. In the same way, so many people in so many fields are achieving great, great things. You too also be one of them in whatever the field you choose. Today's seven things are Vishnu Sahasranama, before that Valmiki Ramayanam, before that Geetha, 14th chapter. Today we will just browse through and conclude about the three gunas from tomorrow with that fresh, beautiful mind. The very, very subtle, important topic of Gunatita Purusha we will be studying. So before that, today we'll again start the seventh Prapataka chanting in our Taittiriya Brahmana Parayanam. There will be Sahanavatam before that. There is a minute of Sankalpa before that. And before all of that, today's common sense thought as it goes. Every day one thing we are seeing. And today's thing is ki slowly develop within ourselves the level of awareness. With the developed awareness, become minutely, acutely aware about not only the body, its position, not only the senses, but the most important of the Shakti aspects in you. You know, the two reasons for which we don't work are either the energylessness or the laziness. You know, laziness should never be there, weakness also should not be there. Sometimes we are not lazy, but there is no energy, Shakti. इसलिए keep always doing such pranayamas, taking good food, etc. That the energy, Shakti, prana aspect is never lacking. Okay. Laziness should never be allowed. Anyway, we are studying in the three gunas. Be aware of all this. At the same time, become aware about, develop the awareness of our own, the inner equipments of Mana Buddhi Chitta Ahankara. What is its position now? Note them down. Okay, in any of the ways, whether you talk it from three guna standpoint or you talk it from the 12th and 13th chapter values we have studied, that standpoint, kya hai wo. Then after that, again develop the awareness regarding the qualities that are to be there in the antakarana, depending on the goal you want to choose. The two goals are the spiritual goal, second is your worldly professional goal. Let us say, for example, you are a chartered accountant professionally. No, that chartered accountant is expected to accountant have a certain lakshanas in his antakarana. You know, professional skills also and other lakshanas. No, match up them with the present your mind and intellect's position. देख लो तो मैचिंग गई तो यू विल बी सक्सेसफुल चार्ट अकाउंटेंट इफ नहीं तो then you'll be failure. Then why should you fail? Life is to succeed, just now isa. So therefore your job is what? Consciously developing those required lakshanas professional in the antakarana. And again, same thing, our drowsiness, laziness, our excessive value importance given to the bhoga and the misguidance from the others. These are the main three reasons which do not allow us to inculcate those required qualities. Isn't it? So you are, let us say, sales representative, a medical. So professional clarity होना है, Then how to deal with the subject matter होना है, what are the object you are selling, and then how you have to deal with the customers, isn't it? No, these lakshanas are expected in your buddhi. अब वो नहीं है, तो then how can you succeed? And opposite lakshanas only are there, isn't it? Like a sales representative, if you say 11 sir I am coming, 5 to 11 you have to reach. If you ask him 12 minutes or 10 minutes for detailing, 7 minutes you should detail. With that smile, spashtata, expression perfect. In such a manner, he should give you the order, whatever it is. No, these are the things you have to work upon. क्या होता है ना, पहले हम अपने आप को अवेयर नहीं करते हैं एंड लीव लाइक ए बफेलो ओनली, शर्म नहीं आता. Then we never become aware of whatever profession we have and what it requires, the qualities. Like the same example, the astronaut. All of them are pilots of every type of aircrafts. That gives them the fearlessness, because beyond the job of going into the earth's orbit, they are aiming it. अब जो मेरे को ले गए मानो उसके लिए, मेरे को तो 10वां मंजिल चढ़ते ही डर लगेगा. हाउ कैन आई बी एम्ड एट दैट? So these people, because 2000, 1500 to 2500 hours of piloting capacity they have, experience they have, so they are fearless. Then well trained in all aspects, they are fit. Then they are selected. हमारे प्रॉब्लम क्या है? We, especially the youngsters, such a precious lifespan of youthhood in which aiming at goals and knowing what qualities are required for that can create those quality and keep on succeeding. Instead of that, we are confused and we are distracted, we are extroverted, we give value to such third class things of involvements or the people. इतना हमने अपना गंदगी कचरा कर लेते हैं अपनी जिंदगी. Stop that nonsense. If you start from now, maybe next 3 or 4 years, you can be streamlining your own life. From all streamless, lineless, distracted and destructive way of living, say, you can come on to the streamlining. It takes time, efforts. Like now for us, so many years of satsanga, life is becoming streamlined. What to achieve, we know. What sadhana to we know. What preparation required, we know. What to do for that. आनंद ही अलग है जब ये क्लैरिटी आता है तो. So to any of the other worldly, you are engineer or a medical doctor. So the professional skills, the human skills, the management skills, ये सब आपके अंतःकरण में होना है ना. तो you have to collect one by one. You have to create them one by one. For that only the human life. You know, in Telugu there is a great patriotic song. One of the line is పూని ఏదైనను మేలు తలచి జనులకు చూపెట్టబోయి. You become creative and achiever and do service to the world and prove that you are useful to this world. Not a liability seeking only the supports or helps or being only a consumer. ऐसा नहीं बनना हमको. Okay. In the same way, if the goal is spiritual, let us say, so for me, goal is spiritual. So for the spiritual goal of Adhyatmic Sadhana, what are the Lakshanas expected to be in my Antakarana as told by the Guru and Shastra? Like the Bhakta Lakshana of 12th chapter, Adveshta, Sarvabhutana, Maitra, Karuna, all those 40 of them we studied, no? Same way, the Jnani or Jnana Sadhana Lakshanas of 13th chapter. Amanitvam, Adambitvam, Ahimsa, Kshanti, Arjavam. So I have to see कि अमानित्वम did I achieve मानराहित्य, अदम्भित्वम दंभराहित्य, अहिंसा जो वहाँ भी आया है, शांति ही the क्षमा गुण. I have to create these qualities in my mind consciously, deliberately. तभी जाकर I am becoming qualified for the ज्ञाना और the भक्ति साधनास. है ना? इसका भी अवेयरनेस नहीं है और क्या हो रहा है इसका अवेयरनेस नहीं है. लिविंग लाइफ लाइक ऑलवेज ए ड्रंकार्ड in an intoxicated manner, you will live like animal only. We will live and die one day, unachieved, unrecognized. ऐसा जीना अलाउड नहीं है भाई यूथ के लिए. So today's thought is become aware, or develop the awareness level, then keep on developing the required qualities in your antakarana, manobuddhi, chitta, ahankara for your worldly goal as well as spiritual goal. Consciously you have to be aware, take out the time, फिर देखना वो करते रहोगे ना तो आइडियाज आएंगे आपको, करते रहोगे आइडियाज, लाइक यू हैव टू प्ले टेनिस. मुझे नहीं आता, मैं समझता नहीं. इवन यू फर्स्ट टेक द रैकेट, देन यू लिफ्ट द बॉल एंड हिट इट, देन इट गोज आउट ऑफ देयर एयर, देन यू गेट एन आइडिया. अच्छा, इसको इतना स्पीड से मारना है, इस एंगल में बैट को पकड़ना है, ऐसा हिट करना है, देन इट विल फॉल in that right place in that opposite person's court, isn't it? Volleyball खेलना है. I don't, when you play how to serve 2-3 टाइम करो, आइडिया आ जाए. देन नेट में रहना या पीछे रहना, सेंटर में रहना, रिसीविंग द सर्विस, क्रिकेट का मान को. आई डोंट नो, अरे फर्स्ट होल्ड द बैट विद बैट्स ना, प्रॉपर्ली खड़े हो जाओ इन द बॉलर, स्लोली करोगे तो ड्राइविंग, स्विमिंग, वट एवर यू कॉल, कुछ भी नहीं आता, कुछ नहीं किया तो करते हो तो सब कुछ आता है. When you do the next step, it will reveal itself. Life में ऐसे समझ लेना. All great people have become great by being practical, and once they were doing practical, the better, greater, further ideas were getting revealed to them. You also start doing these things, you will develop your own tricks and knacks to succeed. Succeed in what? Preparing our antakarna fully qualified, fit for achieving the goal what we want to achieve, worldly as well as spiritual. Isn't it? A good lecturer you want to become, speaker, then उसका अपने लक्षण होते हैं, तैयार कर लो. Like that any profession. ठीक है? Don't be lazy, don't be weak in life. Active, dynamic, and no weakness, full of strength, energy, and go on doing, go on achieving. Now with this, we'll enter into our sankalpa. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्री कृष्णचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. गीता मात्रे नमः. वेदव्यास महर्षि नमः. रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. रामायण महाशास्त्राय नमः. वाल्मीकि महर्षि नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभव सिद्ध्यर्थम श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहासोक्त भगवत भागवत ऋषि मुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शन अनुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम तस्मिन् उक्त साधनानाम अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः सांप्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्ष मार्गाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं स सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां युवानां संकल्पित सत्कर्म दिग्विजयार्थम तेषां हृदये सेवा भक्ति माता पितृभक्ति देशभक्ति धर्मभक्ति सनातन भक्ति गुरुभक्ति शास्त्रभक्ति भगवत भक्ति परब्रह्म भक्ति प्राप्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम राम मंदिरवत् अनेक मंदिराणां समस्त मंदिराणां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर उपासना यज्ञ सत्संगादीनां द्वारा समस्त विश्वे धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थ प्रचार द्वारा शांति कल्याणार्थम च अनेक कार्यक्रम शास्त्र अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये शांति मंत्र उच्चारणम तैत्तरीय ब्राह्मण पारायणम गीता चतुर्दशोध्याय से अध्ययनम श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि रामायण बालकांड प्रथम सर्ग से राम कथायाः पारायणम अध्ययनम श्री विष्णु दिव्य सहस्रनाम स्तोत्रस्य पारायणम वयं सर्वे गुरुणां कृपया जीवन साफल्यार्थम करिष्यामहे. संकल्प इज डन. ओम 3 times सहना भवतु. Guru Brahma mantras with as much attentiveness, devotion as possible. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Now we'll do Taittiriya Brahmana Parayanam, 7-8 minutes. Saptama Prabhataka begins today. Om Atha Shri 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 Vedamatre Namaha. Shri Krishna Yajurvediya तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणम् प्रथमाष्टकम् अथ सप्तमप्रपाठकः। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ अथ तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणं प्रथम अष्टकं सप्तम प्रपाठकः। मंत्राणां पारायणम्। ॐ हरिः ॐ एतद्ब्राह्मणान्येव पञ्चहविगंषे अथेन्द्राय शुनासेराय पुरोडाशन्ध्वा दश कपालन्निर्वपते संवत्सरो वा इन्द्राशुनासी रः संवत्सरेणैवास्मा अन्नमवरुन्धे वायव्यं पयो भवति वायुर्वै वृष्ट्यै प्रदापयिता स एवास्मै वृष्टिं प्रदापयति सौर्य एककपालो भवति सूर्येण वा अमुष्मिन् लोके वृष्टिर्धृता स एवास्मै वृष्टिं नियच्छति द्वादश गवगं सीरं दक्षिणा समृद्ध्यै देवासुरा संयत्ता आसन् ते देवा अग्निमब्रुवन् त्वया वीरेणासुरा न विभवामेति सोऽब्रवीत् त्रेधाहमात्मानं विकरिष्य इति स त्रेधात्मानं व्यकुरुत अग्निं तृतीयं रुद्रं तृतीयं वरुणं तृतीयं सोऽब्रवीत् क इदं तुरीयमिति अहमितीन्द्रोऽब्रवीत् सन्तु सृजावः इति तौ समसृजेताम् स इन्द्रस्तुरीयमभवत् यदिन्द्रस्तुरीयमभवत् तदिन्द्रतुरीयस्येन्द्रतुरीयत्वं ततो वै देवा व्यजयन्त यदिन्द्रतुरीयन्निरूप्यते विजित्यै वहिनी धेनुर्दक्षिणा यद्वहिने तेनाग्नेयी यद्गौः तेन रौद्री यद्धेनुः तेनैन्द्रे यत्स्त्री सती दान्ता तेन वारुणी समृद्ध्यै प्रजापतिर्यज्ञमसृजत तगं सृष्टगं रक्षागस्य जिगागं सन् स एताः प्रजापतिरात्मनो देवता निरमिमीत ताभिर्वै स दिग्भ्यो रक्षागंसि प्राणुदत यत्पञ्चावत्तीयञ्जुहोति दिग्भ्य एव तद्यजमानो रक्षागंसि प्रणुदते समूढगं रक्षः सन्दग्धगं रक्ष इत्याह रक्षागस्येव सन्दहति अग्नये रक्षोऽग्ने स्वाहेत्याह देवताभ्य एव विजिज्ञानाभ्यो भागधेयं करोति पृष्टिवाहीरथो दक्षिणा समृद्ध्यै इन्द्रो वृत्रगं हत्वा असुरान् पराभाव्य नमुचिमासुरान्नालभत तगं शच्या गृह्णात् तौ समलभेताम् सोऽस्मादविशुनतरोऽभवत् सोऽब्रवीत् सन्धागं सन्ददावै अथ त्वावप्रक्ष्यामि न मा शुष्केण नार्द्रेण हनः न दिवाननक्तमिति न एतमपां फेनमसिञ्जद न वा एष शुष्को नार्द्रो व्युष्टासीत् अनुदित्स सूर्यः न वा एतद्दिवाननक्तं तस्यैतस्मिन् लोके अवां फेनेन शिरौदवर्तयतु तदेनमन्ववर्तता मित्रद्रुगिते स एतानस्पामार्गान जनयतु तान जुहोतु तैर्वै स रक्षागस्य पाहत यदपामार्गहोमो भवते रक्षसामपहत्यै एकोल्मूकेन यन्ति तद्धि रक्षसां भागधेयम् इमां दिशं यन्ति एषा वै रक्षसान्दिक स्वायामेव दिशि रक्षागं सिहन्ते सकृत इरिणे जुहोति प्रधरेवा एतद्वै रक्षसा मायतनं स्व एवायतने रक्षागं सिहन्ते पर्णमयेन स्रुवेण जुहोति ब्रह्म वै पर्णः ब्रह्मणैव रक्षागं सिहन्ते देवस्य त्वा सवितुः प्रसवः इत्याह सवितृप्रसूत एव रक्षागं सिहन्ते हतगं रक्षो वधिष्म रक्ष इत्याह रक्षसागसृत्यै यद्वस्ते तद्दक्षिणा निरवत्यै अप्रतीक्षमायन्ते रक्षसाम् अन्तर्हित्यै यच्छति वरुणन् तृतीयं विजित्या असृजत समृद्ध्यै हनो मित्रदृगिति हन्ति स्मृत्यै त्रीणि च ओम शांति शांति शांति. Friends, now the fourth item of the day. So, common sense thought. Sankalpa, two chantings are over. Fifth one, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 14th chapter. Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. Bhagavan, his Prakriti Maya Shakti, it has got three gunas. Those three gunas, when given importance value by us, those gunas become cause for us to get bound to this gross body, to this subtle body, the causal body, and live life as a jiva, even though basically we are the Paramatma Swarupa, the real, absolute, infinite, all pervading, blissful Brahma self we are. But do we experience it now? No. What do we experience? So I am this body, I am this mind, and I am having this knowledge or ignorance. So all these are guna created. So how each of these three gunas affect us, we are thoroughly going through studying, understand. Today we will be doing that last shloka number 18th one, which concludes the three gunas effect in our life when we involve in them. From the mantra 19 tomorrow we will be seeing the Gunatita Purusha. Very sublime, sober, deep, important, fully 100% spiritual topic it is. Sadhana topic it is. And you must listen as youngsters from now on, so that the highest goal you are kept intact in your heart. Then the intermediate goals are worldly successes we've made. You got all the abilities, talents inside. You got every guidance from Geetha and in the classes. You have used all of them, planned for yourself and executed and reached out all these goals. After reaching some of them, you said enough of all of that. Now let me aim at the ultimate goal which was taught to us during Geetha classes. Going beyond the three gunas to be the Gunatita Brahma. Therefore, you must know. And you must also know right now, after 510 days of interaction, you deserve to listen. And I must tell you that nothing in the world can be the ultimate goal. Ultimate is only Paramatma. But being youngsters, you have to support the country, culture, support the humanity and all. Therefore, keep those academic what do you say, the professional goals, excel in them for 30-35 years. Once you are free from all that, by the age of 55-58, take up to spirituality and live the spiritual life for unfoldment as aggressively as you are doing the other things before. Okay? Don't be lazy now and lazy thereafter. Don't be indulgent in the world now, even after retirement, continuing the same life of indulgence of bhoga, never thinking of yoga like crores of the individuals in the country or the world retired, they are doing it. नाम के वास्ते लिटिल लिटिल सम सत्संग सम टेम्पल दे गो 5-10 मिनट कुछ पढ़ने का ऐसा करते हैं and with that only they are satisfied and claim and become arrogant. स्वामी जी आ रहा हूँ ना मैं आपके क्लास में है साल में एक बार. You don't do all that nonsense. I say it is so, not to belittle them or say anything to them. To you, you must be as dynamic and aggressive after your retirement as now before that in your service time. But that subject will change, the goal will change. Okay, for that reason, you have to listen and understand even now itself about the spiritual goals. Therefore, good that we are studying Gita, good that we are studying our Ramayana, etc. Clear? Now, about these three gunas in the yesterday's shloka number 17th. Okay. Mm, we have seen when we knowingly or unknowingly create in us these three gunas, what they help us in getting, which was in the first shloka only told, maybe 7th and 8th श्लोक में वही बात को यहाँ as a conclusion भगवान दोहरा रहे. Then beyond the body again, where do we go? Depending on what guna, which is already touched, once more Bhagavan says. So today's our job is chant the mantra 17, दो बार, 18, चार बार, and study both of them बार बार. एक बार यहाँ, बाद में बार बार. So let us complete this topic today. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, अथ चतुर्दशोऽध्यायः गुणत्रयविभागयोगः सप्तदश अष्टादश श्लोकौ श्रीभगवानुवाच सत्त्वात् सञ्जायते ज्ञानम् रजसो लोभ एव च प्रमादमोहौ तमसः भवतो अज्ञानमेव च सत्त्वात् सञ्जायते ज्ञानम् रजसो लोभ एव च प्रमादमोहौ तमसः भवतो ज्ञानमेव च. 18th mantra 4 times. ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति सत्त्वस्थाः मध्ये तिष्ठन्ति राजसाः जघन्यगुणवृत्तिस्थाः अधो गच्छन्ति तामसाः. ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति सत्त्वस्थाः मध्ये तिष्ठन्ति राजसाः जघन्यगुणवृत्तिस्थाः अधो गच्छन्ति तामसाः. ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति सत्त्वस्थाः मध्ये तिष्ठन्ति राजसाः जघन्यगुणवृत्तिस्थाः अधो गच्छन्ति तामसाः. ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति सत्त्वस्थाः मध्ये तिष्ठन्ति राजसाः जघन्यगुणवृत्तिस्थाः अधो गच्छन्ति तामसाः. Very clear, very categorical, very unambiguous, crystal clear. Okay, 17th mantra is Sattvat Sanjayate Jnanam. When in our antakarana mainly, also in our indriyas, if we can develop sattva guna, that helps in creating or gaining the jnanams. You just see there are some great people in these. I'm talking one subject, बाकी भी बोलता हूँ. Spiritual organizations are there, samsthas. There are some great people. By the age of 48, 40, 50 only, they have studied all the Vedas, all the Vedangas, Prasthanatraya, Upanishads, that's what, and the Puranas, Itihasa, with the Bhashyas, with the Tikas, with the Vartikas, and even they remember them. What a highly scholarly level. मेरे को तो उनके स्थिति में पहुंचना कि 1,02,035 है ना 22,536 जन्म लगेंगे. When we look at them, how come that jnanam so much came to them? Because they are in Shuddha Sattva Guna, unpolluted even little also. By the Rajaguna of the Lobha Pravritti desires, Tamoguna of enjoyment and Nidra, they never became slaves of that. Shuddha Sattva Guna, therefore Jnanam. In the same way, the other Jnanams, people they are there. People sports Jnanam, political Jnanam, scientific Jnanams, they are इतने महान महान लोग हैं. The medical jnanam, some of those professors studying the medicines east and west and all subjects कोई कोई तो है पूरे एलोपैथी, आयुर्वेद, यूनानी, होम्योपैथी, नेचुरोपैथी, मैग्नेटोथेरेपी सब उनको आता है. दे डू देयर मेन वन एंड टेक द हेल्प ऑफ अदर वंस. अरे कितना ज्ञान कहाँ से आया? Because Suddha Sattva they had, so they studied, they learned all. People, some of them are perfect in their general knowledge ज्ञानम. कुछ भी पूछो पता कैसे आया? सत्वगुण ज्ञानम. So to the people in the technical fields, electronic fields, electrical field, in how many fields? Why they got? Why we don't have? They are in sattva Sattvat sanjayate jnana. So the sattvika bhojana when you take, the sattvika people when you are in company of the sattvika books of the great achievers when you read, then the sattva karmas like the upasana, the puja, the prarthana, the japa, mantrocharana, when in these things we involve, all our personality becoming sattvika becomes useful for sanjayate jnanam. And the jnana is the solution for all problems because problems arise from ajnanam. Think about it, my dearest children. सत्वात संजायते ज्ञानम. ऐसा पढ़ लो बात समझ में आती है, सुन लो बात समझ में आता है, देख लो बात समझ में आता है. एक बार देख लिया एवरीथिंग क्लियर, रिमेंबर्ड फॉर द होल लाइफ. सत्व गुण. Then to the next guna you come, rajasaha. When the rajoguna is there more, jnana will not come. Lesser and less jnana will come. What will come is lobha evacha. The greed for indulgence, greed to possess the things, greed of name and fame come. And then to fulfill that lobha, we do the pravrutti and arambha, adharma and papa. Then it will pull us down. It will give us all dukkha naraka prapti. Therefore, the rajoguna ज़्यादा बढ़ाओगे तो the low is one word. It includes all the desires, the outer worldly ambitions, etc. ये बढ़कर ना, they take us away from the sattva higher goal into a violence of wrongdoings. Therefore, rajoguna food eating, rajoguna people meeting, Rajoguna programs of TV watching, Rajoguna topics talking with the friends, then in you the lobha will grow. And with that lobha or greed or wanting to possess the other things, any crime we are ready to do. Then that will disturb the harmony of the world. Will be severely punished. जो कोई भी समष्टि के हारमोनी को डिस्टर्ब करता है उसको जबरदस्त तगड़ा पनिशमेंट दिया जाता है. They are called the dukkhas which we go through. They are named as naraka ityadi in our spiritual texts. Therefore, when the rajoguna is predominant, lobha will grow beta. Then you can't control it. Lobha for nidra, lobha for bhoga, lobha for money. So you don't focus on the sattvic karmas of serving, loving, all of that. वो चले जाते लाइफ से. Lobha, Rajoguni. So he will start 20 businesses, 30 investments, always in greed. Let me get money, let me get money. वो money minded होता है, ज्ञान minded नहीं होता है. And that money जितना भी तुम earn करो, you can't carry everything with you when you die. So to even while alive, money is there but you can't enjoy anything. कुछ भी खाएंगे तो बीमारी होएगी. डॉक्टर कहता है सिर्फ चावल का पानी पी ले लो, सूखा रोटी खाओ, बस कोई न मिर्च न मसाला न कुछ भी. Same way you can't sleep on the cot, make a back problem, lie down on the ground. I'm just telling when we become lobhi, how we suffer in life. Don't do that. So sattvat jnanam sanjayate, rajasa lobha sanjayate. With lobha, people country fight with each other, greed. States fight with each other. ब्रदर सिस्टर्स पेरेंट्स चिल्ड्रन. लोगों के कारण क्या क्या नरक कर रहे हैं लोग अपने लिए. Rajasaha lobha. Lobha means all lobha, desire, wanting more and more. सारे ऐड करना. One word भगवान says means उसके इर्द गिर्द सब कुछ उसमें आ जाना चाहिए. Well understand. Like I said, sattva sanjayate jnana means the spiritual jnanam also, your worldly jnanam also, all jnanam will be easily gained. So to rajas lobha means lobha for everything and every other durguna related to lobha. Rajasaha lobha eva cha. Hmm. Then third one, tamasaha phalam. Sorry, what is the tamasaha bhavataha? With tamaguna what happens is pramadaha, mohaha, then ajnanam. When we give value importance to tamaguna in our life, the pramada means the arrogance of justifying the mistakes repeatedly done in which the harm is done to others. कितने बार भी कहो, the ladai with the neighbor. Every day you put your vehicle in front of their house. They have to take out their vehicle, but yours is रास्ते में है. हर दिन बोलते हैं फिर भी कहते हैं एंड मैं ऐसे ही रहूंगा. That is the tamoguna arrogance and forgetting that it is troubling others. I should not keep that. The whole thing is tamoguna. Pramada. Yeah, every day going late to the office or to the college or to your coaching institute. Pramada and arrogance. तमोगुण से ये होता है. Inadvertence, repeating the mistakes. Pramada. Then moha. Moha is such a dangerous thing, na? जो डिस्ट्रक्टिव है वो बेनिफिशियल दिखता है, जो बेनिफिशियल है वो डिस्टेस्टेड लगता है, जो यूजफुल है. वी गेट कंफ्यूज्ड. मोह. enemies we consider as friends, friends we take as enemies. That's called moha. Healthy good food is taken as I don't taste like it, I don't want it. And definitely health is spoiling all the junk things you start liking. This is called as moha. The ultimate moha is taking the world as the goal, totally forgetting Bhagwan. Even Bhagwan is made as means for the world goal. Worst thing which all we human beings do. So what do we do when we go to temple? मतलब भगवान धन चाहिए, दौलत चाहिए, खुशियाँ चाहिए, भोग चाहिए. ना तुम चाहिए, ना तुम्हारे प्रति भक्ति चाहिए, ना तुम्हारा ज्ञान चाहिए. On the face of God, shamelessly, how we ask. When भगवान by mistake भी says, या मैं भी आऊँ तुम्हारे साथ, नहीं, तुम्हारे पास जो पैसे हो दे दो बस. Like the children, youngsters, when they ask money from parents, पेरेंट्स कहते हैं अरे बेटा पैसे दे रहा हूँ मैं, हम भी चलेंगे तुम्हारे साथ घूमने पे, तुम्हारे दोस्तों के साथ पिकनिक के लिए. व्हाट डू से मम्मी बोरिंग, यू डोंट कम, वी वांट टू एंजॉय. सेम वे व्हेन गॉड बाय मिस्टेक सेज बेटा तुम ये मांग रहे हो, दे रहा हूँ मैं, तो मैं भी तुम्हारे साथ चलूंगा. भगवान यू लुक गुड ओनली इन द टेम्पल, यू आई डोंट वांट यू. अगर आना जबरदस्ती करोगे, टेक मनी मम्मा, यू टेक मनी, यू गो, आई एम नॉट गोइंग. That's how the people in temples ask for everything other than Bhagavan. Whereas when you ask for Bhagavan, he reveals himself to us. That revelation is infinite bliss. You are freed from all bondages called as moksha. That don't want. That which conditions us, limits us, makes us effortful, makes us possessive, makes us indulgent, makes us do negative, makes us struggle. Those things we ask the God. I'm giving the example of moha. The ultimate moha is this. You're all in this delusion only. A beautiful highway taking you to a great destination. There's another lane. If you travel in that, you are going to end up in a jungle or in a dead end or in Nalame or in any kitchen. Instead of selecting and going that path, if you go this way, where do you end up? In the same way, as a human being, there is a spiritual path for ultimate achievement. Instead of going there, we are only going in that path whose end guaranteed that will be miserable. This is called moha. बता रहा हूँ मैं, सुन लो, पसंद आया है नहीं आया वो बात की बात है, समझ में आएगी नहीं बात की बात, सुनने में तो हर्ज नहीं होना चाहिए ना, you must listen. This is called as moha. The spiritually seen moha. In other words, the moha in the world, as I told you, health is spoiling only because of moha, because you don't know what to eat and you have eaten the wrong thing. You fail in the office or in the study only because of moha. You couldn't manage your day schedule in such a manner that you could study well and appear well and get it. It's a moha ka result. तमोगुण के कारण होता है वो, याद रखना. And third one is, therefore ajnana will be always there with us. प्रमाद मोह तमसः भवतः अज्ञानमेव च. अज्ञान ही हमेशा रहता है, हमको ज्ञान सुज्ञान नहीं मिलेगा when we are in tamoguna. Therefore tamoguna food eating of all these things, tamoguna programs seeing, tamoguna books studying, with the tamoguna people, friendship, and together discussing only tamasic things, all of them are the ones which make us tamasic. With that, we are always in pramada, accidents, arrogances, inadvertences, and committing mistakes. Always moha, taking one thing for the other, one person to be the other. Then ajnanam, will be always degreed only in ignorance. No trace of correct authentic knowledge will be with us. ये है, in this shloka very strongly Lord Krishna is warning us. Okay, now the next shloka, the final one. In this context, Bhagavan says, not only the effect of these three gunas will be like this while you are alive, even when you leave this body, and where you will be placed depends on what gunas you have made stronger in you. So all the gunas developed by us becomes a blueprint for the Lord to put in those particular places. In our young childhood days, आजकल we don't know क्या होता है स्कूल कॉलेजों में, the students जो वेरी स्टूडियस एंड वेरी हार्ड वर्किंग अच्छे पढ़ते, उनको पहले दो बेंचों में बिठाते. देन जो थोड़ा नॉटी नोटोरियस होते हैं उनको सेकंड टू रोज में बिठाते. वेरी लेट कमर्स, लेट लतीफ्स, लेजी फेलोज, उसको पीछे बिठाते. Because these in the front at least listen to the teacher and encourage the teacher. If you make that sleepy fellow in the front, he will challenge the teacher. हिम्मत है तो मेरे को जगा के देखो. And the fellow, the students one was behind, kept behind the Satvik wala, he will not be able to get the due thing because the other fellows are there in the front. हम कहीं से बिठाते थे, लेट लेते पीछे, वो सोते रहता, अब बीच में नाटक करने वाले. फर्स्ट टू रो दे आर ऑल इंटेलिजेंट. That is how it is. In the world also, who is given what positions are all depend by this only. है ना, तुम भी एक, लेट अस से यू स्टार्टेड अ कंपनी, पीपल हैव अप्लाइड. डू यू से सारे तमोगुणी पहले आ जाओ, तुमको सारी नौकरियां देता हूँ, सो यू कैन जस्ट स्लीप लाइक मी बफेलो. डू यू गिव दैट? और हर आधे घंटे में चाय पीने वाले डिस्ट्रैक्टेड रजोगुणी फेलोस, यू कम आई विल गिव यू द जॉब, बताते हो कैसे कहते हो? Or do you say with through and a thorough interview and all 8 hours without moving, those are working single pointedly, not demanding too much salary and all, are satisfied with whatever we give. First focus on work. When the company grows with your work, we'll share all the things with you only. आ जाओ, सातों गुण उनको लेते हो ना आप. Here also. Okay, this shloka, little today, little tomorrow we'll study, and tomorrow we'll start the Gunatita also. So भगवान कहते हैं यहाँ ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति सत्वस्थाः, those who are sattvasthita in their entire personality, by doing all the sattvic activities, when they grow themselves in the Shuddha Sattva Guna, urdhvang gachanti. They go to the higher worlds of Swargadi, Devatadi, Shariras. That's what is said. There are urdhva lokas beyond this earth. The Antariksha Lokas are there, Yaksha, Kinnara, Kimpurusha, Gandharva, Siddha, Charana. All of them are higher in gradation than the humans. Human beings only through their Sattaguna developed, they go there. They are called Antariksha Lokas. Beyond them is the Indra Loka called Swarga Loka. They are all Urdhva Lokas, beyond the earth. And then there's Surya Loka, Chandra Loka, Nakshatra Loka, Graha Loka. They're all there. Surya Mandal, Chandra Mandal, Nakshatra Mandal. ये सारे हैं सूक्ष्म लोकास. So ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति. More and more sattva, even Swarga ke upar Mahar Loka, Jano Loka, Tapo Loka, Satya. They're all higher worlds of greater wisdoms, greater pursuits. Like there are some colleges in every country. Highly qualified students, they are there. उनको इतना एग्जाम टेस्ट कर करके सिलेक्ट करते. When you go and see the college, the discipline of the students, the hard work of them, the intelligence of them, that's the highest level होता है. From there only the great scientists and all fields they come out. Like in your own city there are 22 colleges hai mano. Let us say commerce college. Which is the best for commerce? 22 to hai, but what is best? Like there are 30 engineering college. Which is the best of the engineering? That's called Urdhvam. Example. Urdhvam gachanti sattvastha. You will be evolved, elevated. And the more higher we go, more greater will be our performances, outputs, the results also will be equally muted. So sattvastaha urdhvam gachanti. What about rajasaha? Madhye tishtanti rajasaha. The rajoguni people, predominantly rajoguna, they stay in the center only, middle. What is the madhye? This is what the earth, bhuloka mein. They'll come back again to bhuloka, do this or that karma depending on the desires, and they enjoy it. So they again maintain the rajoguna, they die, again come back to the manushya loka only. So rajoguni people, madhye tishtant. At the most, they will be transferred from the India to America to Japan to Germany to Korea to China to any of these places. एक एक जन्म में एक जगह जन्म मनुष्य ही है. But in this life is in India, next life will be born in Uganda. Understood? Or that South African people visited twice thrice India. They saw great culture. They started doing their variety of the Indian related things. अगले जन्म में will be born in India. जय भारत माता की. Just like people in India study and they go to different countries for their higher study, naukri, and become not required Indians. NRI. Not required means they don't want India, they want money. So too the people nowadays from other countries. Earlier they used to come only for spirituality. अब क्या है, for everything they are now looking up to India. Even big nations. So they'll be coming here. Just like it happens while the time of living in the body, even after leaving body also same. So Rajoguni people will be staying back on the earth. Then they'll go to their some Swarga Naraka Lokas. If they have done little Punya Papa, quickly they are thrown back onto the earth. Yahi. Madhye tishtanti rajasa. Now what about Tamoguni? Jaganya. Jaganya means Hina. Guna. What is that? Tamoguna. Vrittistaha. Those who are Jaganya Guna Vrittastaha. 1 second. Those who are in the Jaganya Guna, the Nicha Guna, the Tamo Guna, where they go, Adho Gachanti Tamasaha. They are called tamasic people, Adho Gachanti. They go to the Adholoka. The Adholoka means all these, they will be born in the animal yoni, where there is no knowledge, there are no higher ambitions, but only according to the Prakriti, consume the food and live and procreate and die one day. A buffalo, enough for it, a grass is available. Dheere dheere jaake ho, it will graze it and sit one place. A tiger, it wants non-veg, so the non-veg won't stay at one place. They run, called the deers and all. Then the tiger is naturally running, hunting and eating. But after the buffalo eats the stationary grass or the lion eats the running deer, after that they both sit only. They don't think about politics. They don't think about spirituality. They don't think about what's going on in the world of animal or human kingdom, that what improvements can be brought. ये सब नहीं सोचते, बस खाते सो जाते मर जाते. So those who are in tamoguna pramada alasya nidra, they'll be born as all the animals or trees and all. इसमें भी फिर variety है, isn't it? Animals also are of different type, in different, like human also, as I told you. The whole world, human beings are of different cultured, natured. So उस तरह का जन्म होता है. So this is how this topic of three gunas, their effects, when they are improved in us, what they lead us to in doing here in this life and getting the result, and even beyond the body. Okay? But our goal is not to stay within the gunas. Ours is to go beyond the three gunas. That very beautiful, sublime topic we study from tomorrow. Thank you. ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति सत्त्वस्थाः मध्ये तिष्ठन्ति राजसाः जघन्यगुणवृत्तस्थाः अधो गच्छन्ति तामसाः. Done. Now let us take Valmiki Ramayanam. Yesterday we have seen up to Lord Rama, Lakshmana, Mata Sita crossing all the rivers, entered into the jungle. Then the Guha Kevata was with them. Then they made a beautiful Parnashala near Chitrakuta on the advice of Bharadwaja ji. Then what happened here in Ayodhya? हमको जानना है ना? So today we will see the two portions. One, Dasharatha Maranam. Second, Bharat ji is coming. Tomorrow also we'll continue this beautiful shloka. Only three shlokas I'll talk today. Let us chant from 31, 32, 33, 34. ये आज इतना ही करता हूँ. ओम आपदामभर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्. श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद्वाल्मीकि रामायणं बालकाण्डं प्रथमः सर्गः. एकत्रिंशत् द्वात्रिंशत् त्रयस्त्रिंशत् चतुस्त्रिंशत् श्लोकाः. ॐ चित्रकूटमनुप्राप्य भरद्वाजस्य शासनात् रम्यमावसथं कृत्वा रममाणा वने त्रयः देवगन्धर्वसङ्काशाः तत्र ते न्यवसन् सुखं. चित्रकूटं गते रामे पुत्रशोकातुरस्तदा राजा दशरथः स्वर्गं जगाम विलपन् सुतं. मृते तु तस्मिन् भरतः वसिष्ठप्रमुखैर्द्विजैः नियुज्यमानो राज्याय नैच्छत् राज्यं महाबलः. स जगाम वनं वीरः रामपादप्रसादकः. So Chitrakutam anuprapya. They have come to the Chitrakuta Parvat. Before that, they were living in the other jungles where the people from other nearby towns, knowing that Ramya hai, they used to come and disturb. That was disturbing some of the Rishimuni also. Therefore, they left and they entered into the Dandakaranyam and went up to the Chitrakoot. En route, they meet Sharabhanga Rishi, Sutikshna Rishi, and they only take them to the Bharadwaja Rishi. So all of that are there in the main Ramayana. So in between those portions and everywhere, the Rama Sudikshna, Rama Bharadwaja, Rama Sharma Samvada, it has full of lot of knowledge, especially in Adhyatma Ramayana. And the great portion is there, Bharadwaji. So Bharadwaji ke कहने पर they stay in the accommodation near Chitrakoot. And that Chitrakuta, this side all Rishi Muni, the other side Sri Rama, Lakshmana and Mata Sita. Lakshman ji makes two. एक बड़ा वाला कुटीर for Mata Sita and Rama and एक छोटा अपने लिए. Beautiful Parnakuti. So Lakshmana is a very good civil engineer and all that. Guha also helps him. So that is the meaning of Chitrakutam Anuprapya. Having reached Bharadwajasya Shasanat under the order of Bharadwajaji, Ramyam, very beautiful, Avasatham Kurtva, abode of staying, having made Ramamana Vanetrayaha, in that vana they were enjoying. So the enjoyment of Sita ji is playing with all the deers and serving, making khana, etc. Rama's Ramanam is staying with the Rishi Muni, having satsang with them, is in own dhyana. Lakshmana's reveling is serving both of them, the mother, father, like Sita and Lakshmana's Ramaswami. So Ramamana, enjoying that beautiful jungles and the rivers there. So Chitrakuta Parvat, Neche Sarayu Nadi, near that they made their place to stay. 10 years they had a very good time, enjoyed. And the Rishi Muni used to come to them. They also go there and have satsang. In the 10 years of time, it is said Rama has visited all the ashramas of all the many, coming back to his place. Thus, then ऐसे जाके आते थे, all the three of them. Because ऋषि मुनि ही रहते हैं जंगल में, तो the Kaikeyi and Dasharatha ji said to stay in jungle, so it's jungle only, it's not a town or city. So they used to go have satsangas and all, bless everyone. That is why not one Panchavati, so many Panchavatis, not one Parnakuti of Rama, so many you can see, because they have traveled and they lived in many places. One, two places, more time. Okay, Ramyam Avasatam Krutva Ramamana Vanetrayah Devagandharva Sankashaha. Like the Devagandharvas, so happily having only Kandamula Phala, Seva of the Rishi Muni, then Swayam Satsanga Karteve, like Devagandharvas, Tatrate Nevasan Sukham, happily, comfortably they were staying there. Here Sukham means अच्छा हो गया अभी जंगल राज्य में नहीं है किसी लड़ाई झगड़ा नहीं है. The Sukha is they discovered even in that Kathina jungle the Sukha from within. They were contented with whatever is provided there. That is a Sukha. The other Sukha is Swadhyaya Sadhana. The third Sukha is serving the Rishi Muni there. Whatever they could do. At the time श्री राम जी के यहाँ सारे ऋषि मुनि आए सबको भोजन बना के खिलाया. You go to चित्रकूट पर्वत. Even now you will see above and नीचे भी सीता जी की रसोई होगी वहाँ. Lot of the patras you can see. This is where सीता जी gave food to Saptarishis or this what you call Durvasa ऋषि. ये सारे वहाँ आपको दिखेंगे. Even now. सीता जी की रसोई. We have seen them. जाओ चित्रकूट. हो गया. This is what is there. Now the camera shifted to Ayodhya. Ki Chitrakootangate Rame. When Rama gone to the Chitrakuta, then the Mantri Sumanta also returns. Lot of discussion there. Dasharatha thinks that Ramji वगैरह जंगल देखकर 2-4 दिन डर कर या प्रेम से somehow they come back. That's what he was having the asta or asha. No, when the Sumantra came, he next day he came met because रातों-रात आयो. He stayed out of the city whole day, even though reached little early. 4 बजे पहुंच के रात को शाम को बाहर ही रह गए. 9-10 बजे he came because everybody were waiting and they asked where is Rama? Why didn't you convince him and bring back? What answer he can give? So night he comes, goes to his house, and next day morning early he comes to Raja Dasharatha's place. Then the Ratha is seen by people. दशरथ जी का ही रथ था वो. तो he has come करके वो लोग जुट मिल जाते हैं. They were all in the आशा. Rama must have come back. लक्ष्मण सीता कोई नहीं आया. इतना दुख हो जाते हैं उन सबको. Same is with दशरथ जी. कि क्या हुआ कि चित्रकूटम गते रामे when Rama went and settled in Chitrakuta, पुत्र शोक आतुरः became atura, restless, dukhi because of putra shoka. Because Rama so much he loves him, Lakshmana also, Sita dur तीनों दूर है and Bharata Shatrugna are there in the maternal place. तो अकेले थे दशरथ. चारों पुत्र but at the time of departure none of them were there. पुत्र शोक आतुरः तदा राजा दशरथः दशरथ जी स्वर्गम जगामा विलपन सुतम. Crying for the son, Rama Rama करते हुए he left the body and died. Old. खाना नहीं बचता था. दुखी 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 होकर. The दुख is of regret more. राम मांग के जाते पापा घूमने जा रहा हूँ, ये सेंट हिम अर्लियर फॉर द लॉट ऑफ तीर्थ यात्रास. अब कह रहे ही बिकेम द कॉज for Rama to go to forest because he had to say yes to the boons asked by Kaikeyi. वो वाला दुख भी और प्रेम भी और विरह भी. Because of all these three, Raja Dasharatha Swargam Jagama Sutam Vilapan. He just dies there. Putra Shoka. So then the stories of when the कौशल्या also पहले scold करती है, बाद में संभल लेती है, then she tries to console him. Then Dasharatha tells his youthhood story, how he was doing that Shabdavedi Vidya, that Shravana Kumara with his parents in that ashrama was there. He went at night for the water. So he thought that sound of the pot in the water is like an elephant putting its trunk without seeing who is what is. Dasharatha shoots the arrow before much before Dasharatha's marriage and all. मतलब युवावस्था में, when he was Yuvraj. Then he goes and sees there one small young boy is died there, killed. He says, I am so and so, Muni Kumar. So go and give water to my parents. All that. Then he goes there. All that story comes elaborately. Then साउंड सुनकर बेटा कितने देर हुआ, क्यों आ गए, हम तो तुम्हारे डर रहे थे, हम भी प्यासे वगैरह थे, कुछ बोलते क्यों नहीं. Finally, when he gives water, then he reveals कि I am so and so. Unknowingly, this has happened. क्षमा करो. Those people say, take us to our son. Then they go and do the tarpanam ityadi, and they also become so helpless. Yoga Agni में अपने आप को जलाते हैं वो लोग. Giving Shrapa to Dasharatha, you will also die with Putra Shoka. That Shapa now gets affected on Dasharatha. Putra Shoka se mar. That story comes in the main. Dasharatha lies and goes to Urdhvaloka. And later on in Gaya, when Lord Rama puts that Shraddha to his father, after knowing, Dasharatha comes and takes that Shraddha. Physically comes and takes the Pinda Pradhanam. They're all stories. Okay. Then comes the third thing. Kya hua? When he died, then his body is put in the Tailadroni. Tailadroni means an oil tub. Droni means tub. Taila means oil. So the chemicals as used today, embalming the body and protecting it. तो वो जो बनाते हैं इजिप्ट वाले तो शरीर को इतने दिन रखने के लिए, तो दशरथ's body is kept in the oil and all of that is kept because some of the sons should come to do the final rites. Mainly they all say अब राम लक्ष्मण तो आएंगे नहीं देवगान, तो भरत को बुलाओ, who is there in his maternal place, के राज्य. All that. The Rajdutas go so fast, tell that Vasishta ji आपको बुला रहे. Immediately straight away come. Bharat ji is such a great character. Ours today, tomorrow and day after, will be spending only about Bharat ji. 2 days it will take. What a great character. Very sensible, subtle, sensitive. Shuddha Sattva. The way these Rajadutas came and stood, उससे उनको पता चला कि कुछ गड़बड़ है. He becomes restless. शत्रुघ्न चलो, निकलते हो. दौड़ दौड़ कर within 2 or 3 nights continuous travel without stopping anywhere they reach to Ayodhya. अब देखा तो सब सुनसान. No festivity, no celebration, nobody is there to talk or love or smile or anything. That scene description of Ayodhya, wow, so painful. That all is not said here because only a gist of the main story. So even Dasharatha Marana also is 3-4 chapters. Yeah, एक ही श्लोक. So to Bharata coming is one chapter, only one shloka. It is said, Mrutetu tasmin. When Dasharatha died, Bharataha, Bharatji, Vasishta Pramukhair Dvijaihi, Niyujyamanaha Rajyaya, Naichad Ramam Rajya Mahabalaha. So the literal meaning of it is the Vasishta and all of them have tried to put Bharata on throne as a Raja. But the Bharatji denied it. Only this is said here. But in the main Ramayana, 2-3 chapters are there. When Bharatji sees all that, then straight away goes to the mother's chamber. She is very comfortably, oh, pal namkin khate hue, she is watching the TV. Kahi kahi. No tension, no worry in her. Then he is restless. He never saw his mother alone. He's always with father only. Father also is not seen. He is worried. Papa kidhar gaye? She never answers direct. She says, "मैंने सारा संभाल लिया बेटा, don't worry." Then after pestering and he is becoming restless, tense, पसीने आ रहे हैं उनको. When ultimately forcefully asks, then she tells. The death news of the Dasharatha very itminan se comfortable. Then he asked, then where is Bade Bhaiya? What was he doing when this was happening? Then the actual story, she said, बेटा ऐसा था कि तुमको राज दिलाना था. Therefore, out of my love for you, all of that I have done, she tells, reveals. And then that Bharatji becoming angry and she even talks so ill to his mother, Kaikeyi ko, oh Bhavani you can't put. इतने में that Kubara is coming, that मंत्रा लक्ष्मण शत्रुघ्न ने सुन लिया ना, जाके इसको एक लात मार के क्या किया तुमने, सारा बिगाड़ दिया अयोध्या का पीस एंड all of that. The samvada between Bharata and Kaikeyi. And next Bharat goes to Kausalya and falls at her feet and says, Mother, I am innocent. I don't know how it happened. Don't blame me. Don't curse me. I didn't know. Mother didn't inform me. कहीं because कौशल्या को डर है ना अभी कि भरत का भी इसमें हाथ है क्या नहीं. He comes and says, then Kausalya understands, I know you, my child. She hugs him and says, nothing to worry. All of that are there in the story. Then the Bharatji's Vairagya, Bharatji's knowledge and all, everybody tries to make him Raja, and how he talks in those 30-40 shlokas about greatness of Rama, Dharma, how the Raja should belong only to Rama, etc. सारा बातें करके कहते हैं, how can I be the king? Rama alone, so let's go and bring him. Then before that, Sara Anteshti Samskar of Dasharatha, everything is done. Actually, you have to study the Valmiki Ramayana and Adhyatma Ramayana. दोनों पढ़ो तुम लोग. एक्चुअल ओरिजिनल रामायण यू विल नो. ऑल सिनेमा में वो लोग इधर से थोड़ा उधर से थोड़ा अपना मिक्सचर करा के क्या क्या करते हैं to entertain you stupid fellows. When you study the original, why do you need a movie? I have never seen any of the Rama movies after I studied original. नहीं चाहिए मुझे, मेरे को ओरिजिनल पढ़ा है. बाकी देखना है तो कैसे डायरेक्टर एक्टर ने किया है. And all that is in any other movie also. Nothing required. ओरिजिनल पढ़ो तुम लोग. सो कल हम ये भाग को देखेंगे. थैंक यू. ओम शांति शांति शांति. नाउ विष्णु सहस्र नाम. Yesterday we have finished Sahasranamavali. As I told you, Uttara Pithika also I will do for you. I can forego it, but ये भी करेंगे. It has got around 30 shlokas. So let me do 4 every day. Not 3 or not 5. 4 will be sufficient. 6-7 days it will take. Om Atha Sri Vishnu or Divya Sahasranama Stotram Uttara Pithika. Om ॐ इतीदं कीर्तनीयस्य इतीदं कीर्तनीयस्य केशवस्य महात्मनः केशवस्य महात्मनः नाम्नां सहस्रं दिव्यानां नाम्नां सहस्रं दिव्यानाम् अशेषेण प्रकीर्तितम् अशेषेण प्रकीर्तितम्. उदयं सुगदा. इतीदं कीर्तनीयस्य केशवस्य महात्मनः नाम्नां सहस्रं दिव्यानाम् अशेषेण प्रकीर्तितम्. इतीदं कीर्तनीयस्य केशवस्य महात्मनः नाम्नां सहस्रं दिव्यानाम् अशेषेण प्रकीर्तितम्. नेक्स्ट श्लोक. य इदं शृणुयान् नित्यं य इदं शृणुयान् नित्यं यश्चापि परिकीर्तयेत् यश्चापि परिकीर्तयेत् नाशुभं प्राप्नुयात् किञ्चित् नाशुभं प्राप्नुयात् किञ्चित् सोमुत्रेह च मानवः सोमुत्रेह च मानवः. टुगेदर. य इदं शृणुयान् नित्यं यश्चापि परिकीर्तयेत् नाशुभं प्राप्नुयात् किञ्चित् सोमुत्रेह च मानवः. य इदं शृणुयान् नित्यं यश्चापि परिकीर्तयेत् नाशुभं प्राप्नुयात् किञ्चित् सोमुत्रेह च मानवः. Third one. वेदान्तगो ब्राह्मणः स्यात् वेदान्तगो ब्राह्मणः स्यात् क्षत्रियो विजयी भवेत् क्षत्रियो विजयी भवेत् वैश्यो धनसमृद्धः स्यात् वैश्यो धनसमृद्धः स्यात् शूद्रः सुखमवाप्नुयात् शूद्रः सुखमवाप्नुयात् वेदान्तगो ब्राह्मणः स्यात् क्षत्रियो विजयी भवेत् वैश्यो धनसमृद्धः स्यात् शूद्रः सुखमवाप्नुयात् वेदान्तगो ब्राह्मणः स्यात् क्षत्रियो विजयी भवेत् वैश्यो धनसमृद्धः स्यात् शूद्रः सुखमवाप्नुयात्. लास्ट. धर्मार्थी प्राप्नुयात् धर्मं धर्मार्थी प्राप्नुयात् धर्मम् अर्थार्थी चार्थमाप्नुयात् अर्थार्थी चार्थमाप्नुयात् कामानवाप्नुयात् कामी कामानवाप्नुयात् कामी प्रजार्थी प्राप्नुयात् प्रजां प्रजार्थी प्राप्नुयात् प्रजां. टुगेदर. धर्मार्थी प्राप्नुयात् धर्मम् अर्थार्थी चार्थमाप्नुयात् कामानवाप्नुयात् कामी प्रजार्थी प्राप्नुयात् प्रजां. धर्मार्थी प्राप्नुयात् धर्मम् अर्थार्थी चार्थमाप्नुयात् कामानवाप्नुयात् कामी प्रजार्थी प्राप्नुयात् प्रजाम्. This is called Falashruti. What is said here is iti. This is odd. Idam kirtaniyasya keshavasya mahatmanah namnam sahasram divyanam. Of the great Lord Krishna Narayana's 1,000 names, they are so spoken. Yaha, whoever he may be, idam sunyat nityam, listens every day, or parikirtayat, chants every day. Na ashubham prapnyat kinchit, saha amutraiha. Here or hereafter, no ashubhas will come to him. No wrong things will happen to him. Not only that, Vedantaga Brahmanasya. If he is a Brahmana, he will become the knower of the Vedas. Kshatriya Vijay Bhavet, if he is a Kshatriya who is studying this every day, he will be successful in all his endeavors. Vaishyaha, if he is a Vaishya chanting every day, Dhana Samruddhaha, he will have lots of wealth. Shudra, if he is a Shudra fellow, he will have lot of bhoga to enjoy with the study of Vishnu Sahasranama. So to Dharmarthi, if the one is interested in dharma purushartha, prapniyat dharmam, he will be doing dharma. Artharticha, if the wants wealth, apniyat. Artharticha, artham apniyat, he will get the wealth. Then kamana apniyat kami, those who wants the kamana fulfillment, unko ho jata hai. Prajarti, those who want children or followers or servants or disciples, they will get them. So in this way, the whole thing is talking about the phala of this Vishnu Sahasranama if chanted every day. थोड़ा थोड़ा ये मैं बताता हूँ. सहस्रनाम का तो मैंने लेक्चर एक्सप्लेनेशन तो नहीं दिया because it takes for lot of time. Anyway, I am doing Geetha Ramayana, तो ये ज़्यादा हो जाएगा इसलिए मैंने किया नहीं. But this Parashruti I tell so that you get inspired to chant Vishnu Naam every day, which we taught you. Okay. अथ फलश्रुतिः उत्तरपीठिका. ओम इतीदं कीर्तनीयस्य केशवस्य महात्मनः नाम्नां सहस्रं दिव्यानाम् अशेषेण प्रकीर्तितं. य इदं शृणुयात् नित्यं यश्चाभिपरिकीर्तयेत् परिकीर्तयेत् नाशुभं प्राप्नुयात् किञ्चित् सोमुत्रेह च मानवः. वेदान्तगो ब्राह्मणः स्यात् क्षत्रियो विजयी भवेत् वैश्यो धनसमृद्धः स्यात् शूद्रः सुखमवाप्नुयात् धर्मार्थी प्राप्नुयात् धर्मम् अर्थार्थी चार्थमाप्नुयात् कामानवाप्नुयात् कामी प्रजार्थी प्राप्नुयात् प्रजाम्. Thank you. We have done all our 7 things in 1 hour 12-13 days. Om Durjan 1 hour 12-13 minutes. Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shanti Mapniyat Shanto Muchite Bandebhya Muktashyanya Vimoya Chet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Om Purnamada Purnavidam Purnat Purnamudachite Purnasamanamada Purnamivavashishite. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matrayam Tatsat Brahma Paramastu. बोल श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. गीता माता की जय. वेद व्यास भगवान की जय, रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, रामायण महाशास्त्र की जय, वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, आज के आनंद की जय। रमा पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर, सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद, जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय जय राम राम। अम्बे अम्बे आदि पराशक्ति माता की, गीता माता की जय। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञास धर्म संस्था का मुमुक्षु मुक्त गण की जय, समस्त युवा मंडल की जय, भारत माता की जय, सनातन धर्म की जय, वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय, आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय। यस बेटा, कल मिलेंगे। थैंक यू।